What's up, Internet? Welcome to Video Game Hunting. Cory here. Collecting with Cory, if you will. AKA Mr. Bad Luck. AKA Still Don't Give a Fuck. First time in a while starting a video on a Monday. It's been that bad. But we found it's probably the most exclusive video game controller that exists just now. The Pokken Tournament Fight Pad for the Wii U. And on the back it says, for use exclusively with Pokken Tournament. So it's a gamepad that's good for one game. Now I'm sure you could probably use it for other things, but the layout of the controller is so weird that definitely not. I have a hard time believing it's even optimal for playing Pokken Tournament. Let's have a good week. Try it. You have to get like a running start, I guess. And it's probably gonna get blocked by that door. All right then. Oh, it's destroyed. God, that shattered like glass inside there. Well, I mean, it is glass, so. Unknown video game hunter decided to leave some scraps. Let me eat. Alright guys. So I just got back from picking up a deal from one of my contacts. About to show you guys. Didn't film at the deal because I forgot. Because, you know, getting old. And we'll also take a look at what I got on Facebook Marketplace from a friend that I used to play Magic with. Alright, so first off, we'll go over what I got for $25 from my friend Jason. I noticed he had a Facebook Marketplace post up from over a week ago. It's probably been a while. For $25, I decided to pick it up because I had one game that I really wanted for the collection, and is usually about like $14, $15 at Game Exchange. I'm just going to go over these slowly so you can see them. They're nothing really to write home about. But then you have this game called Cruisin', which is part of the Cruisin', well, I guess, Cruisin' series. Like Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' World, Cruisin' Exotica, Cruisin' Blast now. And there's also one on Game Boy Advance, I believe, that I don't have, or maybe I do. But I wanted to have this for the collection, try it out eventually. Yeah, so $25 for that lot. Nothing crazy, but happy to get that for probably free after everything is said and done. Now, on to the stuff I got from, I don't even know, it's like a garage sale contact that I have, who I've bought things from a couple times now. So, first up, we got Pokemon White. Oh, I'm not even filming in the right area. I'm bad at this. Pokemon White version. Kingdom Hearts, Impossible Text to Read, Dream Drop Distance, Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, let's see, Smash Bros 3DS, Bravely Default, which I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep. I did try playing this back when it came out, and I just wasn't really feeling it. I think I got stuck on a boss pretty early on. I had the Ridiculous Edition back then, which I think I gave or traded to Danny, Roaming Dan. So I'm not sure if I'll keep this. It is an RPG that I would theoretically like to have for the collection based on my old collecting rules. On the new ones, I'm not sure though. Pokemon Y. And then the best game out of there, oddly enough, I believe, we have Kid Icarus Uprising. And I didn't even know this when I had made the offer on the deal. Came with the stand, which is probably like $30-ish on its own and kind of hard to find. Will I keep it? Probably not, just because, I mean, it's Kid Icarus, I'm probably not going to play it. But the system that came with it happened to be the Link to the Past, or Link Between Worlds edition, with a stupid sticker on it that I'm hopefully going to be able to get off without any issues. And let's take a look together for the first time ever if it works, because you didn't have it charged, so I've had it sitting here charging for a little bit. You'll see my disappointment if it just doesn't work, or if it has a damaged screen, or if it just doesn't power on at all. That's also a possibility. Here we go. Alright. Looks like we have a perfectly working 3DS Special Edition. This will honestly probably be sold at Retro World, because I don't see why I would need to keep this. I'm gonna have to test out all the buttons and everything. But yeah, very happy to have this. Paid $170 for that deal. Very good deal. So I did decide to get the PS3, but it was based on me purchasing this other Sony device, this Video 8 DAV cassette recorder thing that I've never heard of before. Looked it up on eBay, and parts only, it's going for basically 100 plus shipping, and over 200 if it works, which probably just gonna sell it for parts anyway, to be honest. That was $15, and I had a 25% off coupon that I always forget to use, so I didn't want to risk that. So I figured this was probably as good a time as any. I got both of these for basically $60 instead of, you know, $75, so not bad. Alright guys, quick story time. Just left the flea market. Didn't really film that much because we only got one video game pickup, and it's not even, it's consolation levels of pickup. Need for Speed Underground 2, Greatest Hits, complete. I didn't even check the condition. This might be horrible. Yeah, this needs to be resurfaced, but I paid $5. But the reason we're here, having this little discussion, is story time. First booth I get to at the flea market has this figure, Drax the Destroyer from Marvel Legends. To be honest, I might be shit talking here just because I don't know Marvel Legends that well. But I looked it up afterwards, after having a conversation with the guy. I was just like, hey, how much are your action figures? He had this in a suitcase full of like McDonald's toys and other garbage. And he's like, oh, who is that? And I was just like, I don't know, it's a Guardians of the Galaxy guy. And he's like, well, is it worth $10 to you? And I was just like, nope. I would pay like $1 for it. And he's just like, no. And I put it down and I walked away. I was just like, whatever. So out of curiosity, I started looking it up on my phone as I was walking away. And I haven't confirmed this yet, but there's some listings for this guy. I don't know if it's specifically this one. It looks like it's this one based on eBay that go for like 30. It's all over the place. Some go for like 8, some go for 30, some go for 40. He obviously has nothing, so probably lower end, whatever. I was just like, man, that sucks that he wanted that for it. So I see Gamers Ben while we're talking. We talked for a while this morning. And I start telling him about this, and I was just like, yeah, the only thing I really saw was like this $10 figure. And he's just like, you know what, let me try and talk to the guy and see what he would say to me. And if he gives me a good deal on it, I'll, hook you up with it. Well, I have it in my hand, so you can tell how that went. He asked the guy how much are the figures in the suitcase, and the guy's just like, $3. $3 is a whole lot closer to the $1 I offered compared to the $10 he wanted. So, just another... I'm not going to say it this time, but if you've been watching, it's the luck. Later. Alright, here's something a little bit different for you guys. Just went into Walmart, and I'm heading towards the checkout, and I see this. Kit Kat Blueberry Muffin Limited Edition. I love Kit Kats. I mean, look at me. I love blueberry muffins. Look at me. Let's see how this is. Alright, so they're a little bit blue. Basically, it's basically the Dunkin' Donuts blueberry cake donut, but with a wafer crunch. Not bad. Not bad. I was kind of expecting there to be chocolate in this for some reason because it's a Kit Kat, but I guess that's, just me being an idiot. A little bit too sweet. Alright, just hit a $3.30, $3.40 garage sale on a Friday, and overpaid for some stuff because, holy crap. I'm trying to cut back on swearing. I feel like I drove 40 minutes to get here when it should have been like 20 minutes away. I don't know what my Google Maps was doing. It was just like, hey, let's take all the back roads and get stuck behind all these buses and stuff. Really miserable drive over here. Did not want to leave empty-handed, and also didn't want to look things up in front of him. I probably overpaid. Like, it's a good value if I were keeping these for resale. Maybe I'll make $10 if I sell them all at Retro World Expo. So, we got for N64 Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Star Wars, Rogue Squadron, and Perfect Dark, which you had a $20 tag on. The other ones had bags, but everything was a mess, so he had no idea what he was originally asking. He sets up at a flea market that I go to often, but I've never seen him there with games. He usually sells other stuff there. So paid $33 for everything there. Let me know how I did. Probably overpaid. I know Unknown Video Game Hunter will say I overpaid. Alright, starting off garage sales with Red Dead Redemption 2. The sale back there that's still setting up. $5. Not bad. Alright, from the sale over here, we got some cool items. I'm not sure of the value just yet, but some Goosebumps books, which you probably haven't seen me talk about for a while, but I just sell them at this point because I know their values. Deep Trouble 2, Curse of Camp Cold Lake, How to Kill a Monster, and Vampire Breath, which I usually end up selling for like at least $12. Paid less than $1 for these. It was the 4 of them, and this Nintendo Switch game carrying case with nothing in it, of course, for $5. So not a bad deal. Alright, the sale back here with a whole bunch of model kits that hadn't been opened. Honestly, I got distracted by I'm exhausted. This Doctor Who book lot. They wanted 25 cents a book. I think there's like almost 60 books, and I paid $10 total. So I'm pretty sure it's good math. Two different models of them.
I saw a Lynx 2 online. Does that come with other stuff too? Might be working. Hold on. Yeah, he said you can have it.
Oh, cool.
He says, Mick is there.
Alright, not to sound like an asshole, but I think getting this right as my competition arrived at the sale and saw me get it might have added an extra year to my life. It works! Sweet. It's impossible to show this with one hand, but it actually looks pretty cool. Alright, against all odds, the sale right back over there. Got a Wii, no controller, all the hookups. $6, because that's all I have in my pocket. Alright, so this is gonna do it for video game hunting. But of course we have to go over the big money.
Big money marked by a boom!
Find of the week. And that is, of course, the perfectly working Atari Lynx Model 2. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is something that I would be keeping if there were actually any games on this system I would want to play. Now, if you asked me 6 months ago, would I keep this? Hell yeah, of course I would. The thing is pretty minty. Like, for something that they just had in the garage forever, absolutely beautiful condition. Thankfully, the batteries that were in it when we found it weren't too corroded. It works perfectly fine. And I paid $60 for it, and it came with 2 games. California games and Batman Returns, which is unfortunately not very fun. California games actually a little bit more fun than Batman Returns, so Played both of them a little bit. Made sure the system worked perfectly fine, and it does. It'll be with me at Retro World, so if you're interested in a piece of video gaming history and you're going to be there... Video gaming history? What the hell am I talking about? Anyway, it's an Atari Lynx. I'll have it for sale at Retro World. Works perfectly fine. Yeah. Bye.